Hey guys, what you'll see today is a quick kill of Crawler Max Jr., who just came out in the latest Headhunter Pack DLC for $3 for Borderlands 2. He's basically the son of Crawler Max in the storyline, so he's basically a copy of the original Crawler Max raid boss from the original Borderlands. That's what intrigued me. That's what got me to actually go out and buy the DLC after taking months off from Borderlands 2. So here it is. Here's the results. Pretty quick kill. I could almost definitively speed it up if I really chose, but as you guys know, I'm playing a lot of Battlefield 4 and Titanfall, so we'll see. Maybe if I get enough requests too. As you see, what I usually do is I'll show you my skill tree builds, the weapons and that I use, and basic strategies in terms of killing the guy. So basically, when it comes to the skill tree breakdown using Sal, well, with Sal it's not all that hard to figure out. Basically, if you're able to use something that's able to administer slag for the 3 times damage output as well as give you health regenerative purposes, throw something with high DPS in the other hand, and Sal's going to slaughter you whether you're a mob or raid boss. He's by far the easiest character to use, and some would argue the most fun. I have a blast using him. At the start here, I make the mistake of accidentally putting, because you should usually have your slag emitting one in the left hand and your most damaging one in the right. Made that mistake, correctly fixed it, slaughtered the rest from here. What you'll see though, when I do the actual skill breakdowns, my usual loadout for Sal doesn't really change in terms of skill trees. I load up into the Rampage section, and that's because doing so allows you to basically stay in and keep your gunzerking skill up full time. Like if you invest in, say, I'm ready already, a 25% gunzerking cooldown rate, lasts longer, it makes it last longer as you might expect. Inconceivable is the key to the build mixed with Money Shot, because when you compare it with the Rough Rider shield like I have, it gives you a 50% chance of not consuming ammo as you shoot. Combine this with double your fun, as you'll see in the build. I use Stormfront grenades, and the reason for that is to basically allow for health regenerative purposes and to slaughter the minions without having to spend all that time shooting the minions in addition to shooting Crawler Max, as you saw there. You can switch it to a slag ones if you really choose. Subjectivity's flawless here. Use as you want. I chose the Stormfronts. Get Some basically allows you to decrease the amount of time it takes in the gunzerking cooldown by 3 seconds, like per enemy you kill, or at least shooting at the enemy. So in a lot of instances, you'll see here my gunzerking skill is already ready to shoot again by the time it hasn't even run out yet. That's how great this skill is. Mix that with the Capstone one, Keep Firing. You basically increase the fire rate and the reload speed as long as you hold them down. So as long as you keep blasting, adds to your benefit. Money Shot in the Gunlust skill tree is basically the one that I emphasize the most, as you might expect. Because, I mean, the last bullet fired from any gun compared with Inconceivable, if you get the timing right, 40% damage per magazine size, up to 400% damage increase. It's by far the most powerful skill in the game. You can rip face with anything the game throws at you with this skill. So that's a lot of fun. Sal has a lot of... I have 1 point in Brawn. That's just for health regen. But a lot of the points here you could throw, like most of the points are basically set out for you if you're going to be emphasizing max DPS and staying in your gunzerking skill. Like he's probably the easiest skill tree to build. You could throw the points out of Divergent Likeness if you're going to be sticking like with the different 2 guns here that I use. But again, you don't really, you could probably take 20 points off Sal's skill tree and still slaughter everything. He's a lot of fun there. The reason why I use the conference call, the first thing I should say is you're gonna want to use a fire weapon, because that being you'd absolutely, him being weak to fire can crush just about everything with fire. You want to aim for his underbelly, because if you aim at his back, basically you'll have problems with the bullets being deflected. Conference call with the 3 times or the 3 bullet directions give incredible DPS output on a guy craw that's huge, hard to miss. But in addition to that, I basically used the Chaotic Evil Monk, which emphasized, I think it was reload speed and critical hit damage, which is nice. The relic I used was fire, for basically the fire conference call. Like I said, I used Stormfront grenades to regenerate health and to slaughter the minions. And these 2 weapons here working great in tandem. So Sal's really easy. There's 3 stages to him. If you've seen my Krieg video, I give a better breakdown, but 3 stages determined on his health. Each time you break the stage, he has a sort of metallic coating on each side of him, which makes him invincible, so don't shoot him at that point. He'll go underground, regenerate some health, and come back. But the stages are basically the same. Knock his health down, Each stage he'll go under and dive, but for the second and third stage, the problem, of course, is that you'll have to worry about his minions as well, but he's not a difficult boss. Here at the end is basically the chest you can use to try and unlock some gear. I got nothing out of it, but hopefully you do if you actually manage to kill him. That's about it. See you later.